right now on H-Town High School Sports. Spring is in the air as we spring into action with highlights from the district baseball and softball races. In soccer, it's off to Bridgeland, where these Lady Bears win a third straight district title. In basketball, we're joined in studio by the head coach of the 3A state champion Hitchcock Bulldogs. Also on the hardwood, we'll break down the 10 finalists for the Guy V. Lewis Player of the Year Award. And it's one remarkable play after another with part 2 of the Plays of the Year. It's a night of great plays. H-Town High School Sports starts now. Hello, everyone, and welcome to H-Town High School Sports, powered by Vype. I'm Todd Freed. Hey, it's spring break, but there's no break in the action as we spring forward to a big week in the district baseball races. We're over in District 16 6A. The state's 5th-ranked Cy Woods Wildcats, with a 15-3 record, face the perennial power Cy Ranch Mustangs. The first pitch thrown by Melody McAfoose to her son Mitchell. Her son Micah, a former Cy Ranch ball player, lost his life in a car accident. We'll have a full story on this special pregame ceremony on next week's show. As for the game itself, a pitcher's duel. Bottom third, Cy Woods pitcher Mason Green with a strikeout. Great outing by Cy Ranch's Evan Young. Breaking ball, and that's a strikeout, scoreless after 3. Bottom 4, Cy Ranch runner on first. Jordan Kelly slices it to left, but Colvin Davis with a nice running catch. Top of the 5th, Cy Woods runner on second, but Young gets another strikeout. Bottom 5, Wildcats pitcher Mason Green with the K, and it's still scoreless. Top of the 6th inning, Cy Woods runner on second, Tristan Russell base hit to left. Wyatt Wimberly scores the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Wildcats. Bottom 7 now. Now 2-0 Cy Woods. Last chance for Ranch. Riley Bryant rips it to left, but Davis with the great catch. Wow, watch it again. The great extension by Colvin Davis. What a play. Now, Ranch puts 2 runners on, 2 outs. Mason Priest at bat. He flies to left, and who else but Colvin Davis makes the final out. Cy Woods wins 2-0. They are now 16-3 and 2-0 in district. Nice spring break crowd at Cinco Ranch. Cougars hosting perennial power Tompkins, District 19 6A opener. Tompkins catcher Landon West with some nice defense here. He fires to second, and then Drew Markle makes a great tag. The runner is out. Top of the 2nd, Falcons. Ivan Gomez base hit to left. Markle scores, and it's 3-0 Tompkins. Top 4, Falcons blow it wide open. Bases loaded. Markle rips it to left. Catch is not made. Back to the wall it goes. That clears the bases. Adam Benavides, Arian Chopra, and Ty Dagley will all score. It's 6-0. More Falcons, same at bat. Darius Woodson, base hit to right field. That brings in a run, and it's 9-0. Falcons pitcher Gavin Brewer allowed 2 hits in 4 innings. Falcons run rule Cinco Ranch. 11-0 the final. In softball, first place was on the line in the District 26A race between Ridge Point and Fort Bend Travis. Both teams were 6-0 in district, heading into their big showdown on a spring break Tuesday afternoon. And this, our Fred Haas Auto Group Game of the Week. Travis Tigers all set for the big district showdown on spring break, no less. Top 1, Ridge Point's Braylon Daniels at bat. She lines it to right field, back to the corner. It bounces around back there, so Daniels keeps running, and she will score an inside the park home run. 1-0. Travis pitcher Ariel Kowalewski settles in, gets the strikeout. Meantime, Ridge Point pitcher Bailey Gray was dominant. The strikeout right there. Then, more Bailey Gray. Here, she strikes out Maddie Howe, and that ends the 2nd inning. Then, in the 3rd, Gray the strikeout again. She had 11 strikeouts on the day. Top 5. Ridge Point, runner on third. Alyssa Paris bunts, but Lauren Garza throws home. Maddie Morris makes the tag on Daniels. She's out. Kowaliski then gets the strikeout to get out of trouble. Bottom 6, nice defense by Ridge Point. Lauren Garza grounder, but Jada Risty deep in the hole gets the out. Ridge Point wins it 1-0. Bailey Gray, a complete game shutout with 11 strikeouts.
Our Fred Haas Auto Group Game of the Week. All right, let's switch gears right now to basketball, where, as we highlighted on last week's show, the Hitchcock Bulldogs captured the Class 3A state championship with a pair of dominating wins at the state tournament. And joining us now with state championship trophy in hand is the head coach of the Bulldogs, Chris Jordan Foster.
Good
Coach,
morning.
congratulations again. I know it's been spring break, but what's it been like since winning the state title last Saturday morning?
Yeah, it's been pretty fun, very exciting. Obviously, we're on spring break, but we're trying to get the kids to still get a chance to celebrate it. So I've been texting them and talking to them to see, where we have to go and what appearances we have to make for people.
So you went to high school at Hitchcock. What years?
In 2001, I graduated from Hitchcock High School.
And you had some good basketball teams.
Yes.
What's it like now for you to be the head coach and bring them the first state championship in school history?
It's kind of setting in now that we've done it. We're the first team to do it. It's pretty exciting. Some people are already talking about next season, but I told them let's just enjoy this one while we can right now.
The first state title in school history for any sport. I understand the mayor's going to do something big with the water tower.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
They're going to put the year that we wanted, the team name on the water tower, and he's got a lot of stuff lined up for us. I'm just trying to write down dates and make sure we got everybody available to show up.
That's going to be cool. So the state tournament, 2 dominating wins. Boy, you beat Hooks High School by 30 points. Then you beat 33 points, I believe it was. Then you beat Childress in the state final by 23 points. Wow, what about the way your guys played?
They play fantastic. Obviously, we know just getting to the state tournament out of Region 3 is very, very tough. And we try not to look ahead at anybody, but I told them one of our goals, we got to get out of Region 3. If we can get out of Region 3, we're gonna have a chance to win a state tournament.
More than a chance. And get this, not one senior in the starting lineup. All state tournament team, you had 3 players on there. Lloyd Jones III, a sophomore. Then Elijah Sherwood, another sophomore, and then the old man, the junior, Damian McDaniel. What about the youth of this team?
They played together. They've been playing together for a long time, and we're fortunate enough to not have seniors starting, but we did have seniors that really contributed off the bench, and they were mature enough to accept their roles and come off the bench and still play starter minutes, but not complain about not starting throughout the season.
But still, you will have a target on your back next year with
big target.
Everybody coming back. How excited are you on the prospect of going after back-to-back state championships when you never had one before?
It's something new. Obviously, when we went to the state tournament last year, we'll be shorthanded probably early on with those guys playing football. I'll be looking forward to them playing football because they might be able to win a state championship in football also.
Well, what about that? More than half of your team, your basketball team, is on the football team. So you get the guys late because they had a deep playoff run. I'm sure that helps them in basketball.
Yeah, it does. I mean, obviously, them playing in the playoffs, and I'm at every game. Even though I don't coach football, I'm on the sidelines watching them, making sure that they're still, when we want them to compete hard. But that rigor and that toughness in football does carry over to the basketball court.
All right, so next year we'll expect state championships in football and basketball, and most of the same guys doing both.
Yes, I hope so. That's the plan.
Obviously, great athletes in Hitchcock. Well, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
And great job. History made by the Hitchcock Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
Welcome back to H-Town High School Sports. I'm Todd Freed. Coming up later this month, the Guy V. Lewis Award will go out to the Greater Houston High School Basketball Player of the Year. 10 outstanding finalists are in place for this year's award. And for more, we're thrilled to welcome back to the show the guru of the high school hardwood, Jim Hicks of RCS Sports. Great to have you back.
Great to be back, Todd.
All right, you're looking dapper as always. So, great list of 10 finalists. I know you were very involved in the selection of these guys. So let's go through them one by one, all right? A.J. Bates, alphabetical order, of course, Seven Lakes. Jr. What about AJ?
Yeah, he's an 11th grade and he's a floor general. Did very well at Seven Lakes this year. He can get to the basket. He can score at will. And this young man is one of the top 11th graders, not just in the city, not just in the area or the state, but in the country.
Oh, that's pretty impressive. And led him to the regional semifinals. Glenn Bishop next from Stafford, big guy. What about Glenn?
Yeah, man, Glenn is one of those good blue-collar wing forwards that gets it done at Stafford. They win the 4A region, Region 4 and 4A. He's went to state back-to-back years. He's the man. He's a winner, and he deserves to be on this list.
All right, from Stafford, we go to Stratford. Keanu Dawes from the Stratford Spartans. He'll be playing at Rice University. What a force he was in his career.
Hey, man, he's a long drink of water, this Keanu Dawes is. And he's, as you're right, Todd, he's signed with Rice. He can score, he can shoot it, from the perimeter, make baskets. He reminds me of Dion Dowell back in 2004 over at Texas City.
And look at this, from the very same district, from the Cy Creek Cougars, Corey Hadnot II. What about Corey?
Corey is signed with Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne, and this young man right here, he's a guard, he's a floor general, he's strong. You can't bounce, you can't knock him off the dribble. He can get to where he wants to underneath defenses, and he can get you wins.
All right, one guy who really came on, led his team to the regional finals, almost to state. Orlando Horton Jr. of Clear Falls averaged 24 points a game. What a year he had.
I mean, he had an exceptional season, this young man. He's the the second shortest player on this list, but he scored and scored over 40 points at least 3 times this season. He gave baskets, he got wins, and he made everybody around him better. That's the most important thing in a point guard. And in the end of the day, he can get a coach a pay raise.
There you go. Mr. 2,000 points and beyond, Jalen Lowe of Fort Bend Marshall, spectacular career, will play at Pitt, average 27 points a game.
Hey, it's not just Jalen Lowe now, understand, at Marshall High School. He has head coach Ronnie Courtney, who won his 700 game, and also he has a little brother. Forget the other hardware store. I'm going to Lowe and Lowe, and that's what I'm talking about. That's Jalen and Ian Lowe, and this young man, he can shoot it and score with both hands, Todd. He's going to Pitt. Jeff Capel has one hell of a talent coming in next season.
Oh, no kidding. The second junior on the list from Booker T. Washington, a dominant force, Chris McDermott.
Ooh, man, it's fun watching Chris McDermott plays, especially when he comes to grab those rebounds. And that's exactly what he does, but he gets possessions for his team. He has a soft touch from the mid-range game. He's about 6'6.5". He's one of the players to watch next season for just in the state.
Oh, and of course, he helped lead Booker T to the state finals. What a season for that team and also for Chris. All right, from straight Jesuit, Jace Posey going to TCU, correct?
Yes, I mean, Jace Posey, you might remember his father, James Posey, who played with LeBron James and the rest of those guys in the NBA. But this kid, Jace, he's an exceptional athlete. He won the high jump. Not only did he win, he set a state record in 6A for the high jump in the track and field. This lets you know he's a human pogo stick, baby. This kid, Jace Posey, he gets it in, and it didn't help. He had one of the best student sections around, and that's those Crusaders over at Strake Jesuit.
Oh, I've been to their games. Now, from the Cy Falls Golden Eagles, going to the University of Houston, JoJo Tugler. What a force he was this year.
Man, Joseph JoJo Tugler. He's a bad blank. I'm going to tell you. I mean, this kid is strong. He gets rebounds. He dominates, and that's the thing about him. Dominates without even having the ball in his hands. He played on the team, Cy Falls, who was one of the best in the area on defense and points allowed, and JoJo Tugler is one of the main reasons for that.
All right, and finally on the list, the one sophomore, Montana Wheeler of the SBC champion, Houston Christian Mustangs.
Oh man, Montana, 24 points a game, 8 assists a game. The sophomore led his team to their version of the state championship. He's a winner, and understand something, for those that just neglected or doubted his older brother, Xavier Wheeler.
Yeah,
right?
Who
went to Georgia, Nazareth, Kentucky. You dare not doubt Montana Wheeler, because he is the real deal. Best point guard in the state in that loaded class of 2025.
Wow, that's impressive. All right, so the Guy V. Lewis Award will be awarded March 29th. Looking forward to that. You'll be there?
Oh, yes,
I'll be there.
At East River 9.
All right, should be exciting. Great to see you again. Jim Hicks, RCS Sports, the guru of the high school hardwood. Talk to you soon.
Absolutely.
All right. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Hey, the girls' soccer playoffs are set to kick off next week, where in Class 6A Region 2, the Bridgeland Bears enter the postseason as undefeated District 16 6A champions and owning a sparkling 21-1-1 overall record. Bridgeland head coach Katie Bourgeois gets our nod as the ARS Coach of the Week.
Coach, third straight district championship. How special is this one?
This one is huge for us. This team has really deserved this and earned it and put the work in. We have bigger goals ahead of us for sure.
It just feels like everyone has each other's back on and off the field. We just play really hard for each other, even if we're having our bad day or whatever's happening in our own personal life, we just leave it off the field and play for the team.
They come into work every single day. They know when it's time to be serious, when it's time to cut up a little bit. They know that. They have that maturity, and especially the leadership by this senior class. This team is really special, and I think our chemistry off the field has translated completely onto the field.
21-1-1 this season. You haven't lost since early January. What about the way these girls have played all season long?
Oh, they've been so impressive. Even when, and I think the biggest testament to that success is even when we weren't playing our best, big players stepped up and finished those games for us. So that's just a testament to this team and how good they are. And even when we're not playing well, they still find a way to win.
Coach, you've been here since near the very beginning of this program. What is it that makes Bridgeland so very special?
This place is my home. I live in Bridgeland right over there. My commute to work is 4 minutes. I never leave this building. It's spring break right now, I'm still here. And I absolutely love it here. I love this group of girls that's sitting right over there, and I will do anything for them, and I will work my butt off for them as well, just like they do for me.
Welcome back, everyone. Last week here on the show, it was quite electrifying when we brought you part one of our basketball plays of the year. But even all that greatness pales in comparison to part two of the Rhythm Energy electrifying plays of the year.
How about Cy Falls of Joseph Tugler with the great move there and the put away, and the Golden Eagles win. Houston Christian, Montana Wheeler with the beautiful alley-oop to Seeliger and the slam in the win over Episcopal. St. Thomas and Concordia Lutheran. How about Jesse Fuller? He soars in for the big stuff. Game tied, final seconds. Jamal Franklin looking to beat the buzzer for the win. He beats the buzzer and scores, and the victory for St. Thomas. A mob scene, incredible. Caroline Dawson. Here's Bailey to Larry Lyons with the huge slam. Here's Bailey. No look, Charles Anderson, and the slam in the win over Shadow Creek. Girls basketball, not a play, but what a moment as Hightower celebrates an emotional double overtime victory over Fort Bend Austin to win the District 26A championship. Cy Falls against Langham Creek. Joseph Tugler on the rebound up to Buchanan. Alley-oop to Young, and he puts it away. Same game. Cy Falls, Tugler, no look. Young, another jam. Cy Falls wins the district title. Madison against Sterling. Final second, Sterling down one. District title on the line. Christian Rogers scores with 2 seconds to go. The game winner. Sterling gets a share of the district title. Dobie and Pasadena, playoff berth on the line. Final seconds, Dobie off the miss. Jaden Shanklin with the follow-up and the game winner, and Dobie celebrates. They're heading to the playoffs. Manville and Barbers Hill, final seconds. Manville down by 2. Janiah Scott tracks it down. Seconds left. and scores, and that would force overtime. Barbers Hill, though, would win the game. For the Stratford Spartans, Kamari Stanfield with the big slam in the win over Hightower. Seven Lakes against Heights. Josh Akpawa with a huge dunk and the foul. Final seconds of the game versus Bel Air. Jordan down by 1. Jaden Holt to Tyler France, and that would be the game winner as Jordan advances in the postseason. Beaumont United. Traylon Porsche running alley-oop, Wesley Yates. Clear Falls versus Summer Creek. Final seconds of the game. Clear Falls down by 2. Kane Izquierdo gets it to Javon Murray, who ties the game, and they would win in overtime. Clear Falls advances. Booker T. Washington, Andre Walker, no look through the legs. What a pass to Kenneth Lewis for the slam. Here's Carter, alley-oop, Lewis, and the slam. And then Kenneth Lewis with the windmill in the win over Yates. Cy Falls versus Klein Collins. Tugler on the break, behind the back, and soars in for the dunk. Seven Lakes versus Clear Falls. A.J. Bates, alley-oop, Josh Akpawa with the slam. Washington and Silsbee, regional final. Kenneth Lewis for Booker T with the big slam. Late in the game, Andre Walker takes it, and then check out the 360 spin and puts it up and in. Then it's Walker, alley-oop, Lewis, he slams it, and Booker T wins. They celebrate their first ever berth to the 4A state tournament. Part 2 of your Rhythm Energy electrifying plays of the year.
All right, what an incredible year on the high school hardwood. Hey, thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, stay H-Town proud.